This is the second video of the lesson Like a Glove, Least Square Regressions. This lesson belongs in the larger topic of linear regressions. Now that we use technology to find the regression line, we're going to analyze and understand the idea of interpolation and extrapolation. So here we have the data set from the other video. In addition, we have the scatter plot that technology built for us. Now remember, technology is using the least square regression to find the regression line, which is this here, which is the highlighted line here. That's our regression line. Now the least squares method is we're taking each of these data points and technology is putting in a little tiny square at each one. So that vertical distance we represent by R is, if we add up all those R distances together, that's the minimum distance in relation to the regression line, because technology can find infinite number of lines, but that's the minimum. Then R squared is the minimum area of each square. Now what's included on that line is something called the centroid. And how technology is calculating that is it's taking the average or the mean of all the X values and the mean of all the Y values, and that centroid is on that regression line. So here is the regression line that technology has calculated for us. And we're going to use this first to interpolate. So we're going to use interpolation if Nina should sell about 14 charms in the 4th month. And interpolation means using the regression line for something within the data set. And we see that 14 charms is within the data set because we predict it's between 4 and 5 months. So let's see how accurate this equation is. So Y is 14 charms in the 4th month. So we can let X be 4 here. So Y equals 3 97/100 times 4 minus 2 7/100. So we're going to use a calculator to calculate Y, which represents the number of charms. So when I type that in, I get Y is 13.81 charms within the 4th month. And that is close to 14, so it is pretty accurate. Sometimes it may differ, but not really by much. And imagine if you calculated this line by hand, you may be even more off as well. So now we're going to use extrapolation, which represents calculating something where it's outside of the data set. Now this is 8 months, and this only goes from up to 6 months. So we want to see, should she sell 30 charms in 8 months? So we'll use the same equation, 3 97/100 times 8, because X is the number of months, minus 2 7/100. So once again, we'll use a calculator. And we get, once again, it's pretty close, 29 69/100 of a charm, which is really close to 30 charms. So based on this prediction line, Nina can use this to predict how many charms she will sell in the future through use of extrapolation.